Hello, this is the first episode of a hopefully regular podcast series. I decided to call it Random News. So what is random news? Random news is basically all sorts of things which I find exciting for one reason or another. For quite a while I wanted to start a series where I could talk about anything I want, and this is a unscripted, absolutely unstructured podcast where I cover things which are basically personally interesting for me. I don't really expect many people to listen to this, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun just recording these things. So what are we going to be talking about today? Even though this is an unscripted podcast, I actually assembled a few topics. I prepared a few topics which I would like to talk about right now. I personally am very interested in things like science, technology. So the first topic is science related. Simulating the brain with a supercomputer. Seems like a very interesting idea. For quite a while people were trying to program artificial intelligence and having very little success as far as I know with this. Instead of trying to analyze the workings of a human brain, for instance, people are now trying to recreate the structure of brain, hoping that it will eventually lead to something intelligent. The project is going to be called Blue Brain. At the beginning it's gonna have only 10,000 neurons. By comparison, human brain has something like 100 billion neurons and 100 trillion connections between neurons. This thing has only 10,000 neurons, so it's going to be to simulate something very basic. I don't know, maybe an insect's brain. But nonetheless, for instance, Dr. Henry Markham believes that within his lifetime we're gonna have a fully functional virtual human intelligence. The topic number 2, and its title, 40% of American workforce will become freelancers by year 2020. That is something that has a special significance for me, since I've quitted my own job not so long ago and I'm going freelance right now, and apparently almost half of American workforce will do the same by year 2020. These news are probably resonating with the recent decision made by the Yahoo company, which threatened to cut its freelance forces. Basically what they did, they asked all their freelancers to become office workers, and they didn't like it one bit. A survey made in year 2006 indicates that 42.6 million, meaning the 30% of workforce, I remind you it is year 2006, is already freelancers in the United States. So this number is not going to change significantly. The survey also indicates that among 200 largest companies, average amount of temporary workers is 22%, which is also a very significant number. So does it mean that office working in general is becoming a thing of the past? We'll see, but right now it surely looks like it. That's all for today, the first episode of a random podcast. See you next time.